Hello and welcome back to Star Technology. In today's episode, we will focus on making the coke oven, and if we get to it, we will also make the steelworks. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and let's get right into it. Between episodes, I'll let the setup here run, and got a lot of resources. We will try and change out this drawer with this one. We should really just start with putting this setup up there, but I can't really be bothered right now. Honestly, we could just throw some pipes up here. I just don't think we have enough pipes, but I probably will figure this out between episodes. But for now, let's throw this up here in the top of the crushing wheel so this can keep running. We do have plenty of resources though, in terms of gravel and dust and sand, so it shouldn't really be a problem right now, but let's just do it for the sake of doing it. Something like this. And later on we can get the igneous extruder. I don't know really what we need for that. Invar. Not sure if we can craft that yet. We should be able to craft Invar, so maybe we should just make this igneous extruder here and throw that up there, so we have a cobblestone generator that is that easily can go up there. But we will do that between episodes, and let's get into making the coke oven first. For the coke oven here, we need at least, let's see, we need 4 bricks for this and 1 brick for this, so we need at least 30 bricks. But I do want to make a double setup, so I think we need like 52 bricks. I think I want 2 coke ovens to produce creosote. Let's see here. We need 350 sand and 210 clay balls, which we should have from the setup here. We have plenty. And we need this wooden form, which needs a saw and a knife. I don't think we have made the knife yet, so let's just quickly do that. And let's make the wooden form. We should take all the sand here. Let's grab a bunch of stacks and a bunch of clay. And we should have enough in terms of clay and sand. Let's make a bunch of bricks. I do think this should be enough, more than enough. Let's throw that in the smelter we made the last time. And let's see if this doesn't smelt up pretty quickly. It should. Let's take our resources here that we smelted up last episode and throw them into the crate here. It is a bit laggy here, but I think that's because of the rain and also because I'm uploading last episode to YouTube right now. I crafted up way too many bricks, but they are cheap, so it's not a problem. I think I have enough for 4 coke ovens now. It's a bit overkill, but it's not that bad. We can use that for making a lot of charcoal easily. So let's just do that. Coke oven. The chest here and like the interfaces are a bit slow because I am on a server and my network is a little bad at the moment. And we are uploading a video, so that's just how it has to be right now. Now we have the items for making coke ovens. I think we will make them in the basement here. We can make them just over here. And we can use the cube hollow mode. And just do something like this. And we can, in GregTech, we can do something that is called wall sharing, which means that we can share one set of the walls here like so. So this wall here is shared, and that's possible in GregTech to do with most multi-blocks. So let's just do something like this, and these coke ovens should actually work now. They should form, they did. And we can do even more wall sharing by doing it on the back here. And also here. So this should just straight up work. I think I made a mistake here. That's good. Now it should form. So these four coke ovens formed, and we still have way too many coke bricks, but that's not a problem. Then we can, if we can get on top of them in the middle here, let's see, we need another pickaxe. In the middle here, I placed my coke oven hatch, which we can rotate. And then we should be able to pump out the creosote from this hatch here into a barrel. And this should just produce us creosote at a decent rate. I'm not sure if you can throw wood in there automatically. We can definitely try it. But let's just do a barrel for now. I think for now the best thing we can make is a bronze drum. If we are able to do it, we will make a couple. Let's say 3. And it doesn't seem we... Well, I think we might have the bronze for this, actually. We might do, you know, these 3 favorites. So let's make... If it wants 12 bronze rods, we make 6 long rods. Then we should be able to make 3 bronze drums for our creosote. Let's just throw them down. I really didn't want it to be in the tree farm, so let's throw them down here. And we should be able to make fluid pipes go into here. Could also have done fluid cells, but now we did it like this. We can do something like this. And extract from here. We can get there. Something like this. Okay. Then all we need to do is throw some wood in there, and then we should be golden with in terms of creosote here, and also a bit of charcoal. We farmed up some wood here, and let's throw that in the creosote ovens and see if it works. Doesn't seem like they turn on. We might have forgotten something here. These don't want to turn on, so we probably did something wrong here. Let's see. I'll turn these arrays off. Let's see, there's probably a block in the middle of these. Nope. Not quite sure why they don't work. The problem was that these coke ovens don't want to share the coke oven hatches, so I just spread them out a bit. And we need a pipe more here. I think we might be able to get by... No, we do need another pipe. These coke ovens should produce quite a bit of creosote now, and once we extract these, we should get creosote up in our brainstorms. And yeah, we are getting a bit of creosote here, and it seems like these round robin, so we will get it a bit changed here, but we will just take another drum and pick it up like this for when we need to craft with it. Next thing we will do is make this primitive steelworks here. I think we will also choose to make 4 of these if we are able to. And we need here. I think we need, it might be 32, it might be 33. So we'll try and start with making, what do we want to say, like 100 bricks. Start with that. So we need a lot of bricks here. 800. That's quite a bit. So that means a lot of clay. Let's see, how much clay is that? No, not these. These we need 100 of. Let's see, let's make a cube of these. And let's just break them. I'll be back once we have all the bricks. We can do something else while we wait for the bricks. In the meantime, I want to make the mixer here, which means we need, let it go, a basin, the mixer itself, a burner, and let's see, flint and steel. Let's craft the flint and steel, that should be easy. The basic burner, the basin, and the mechanical mixer itself. I do think we only need the whisk here, and we should be able to just craft it. Cool. Let's see. I think we'll throw that. That disappeared. I think that's because I have yeah, that on. Okay, so I placed a vertical gearbox on this cog here. I place the mixer down, then we will grab some slabs and put the basic burner here. And that just needs charcoal to run, and then we can mix stuff. We do need to be a little bit careful with our charcoal around that, because it doesn't stop burning it even though it doesn't make any recipes. You throw down the burner, and then how to use it, you put some charcoal in, turn it on, and then you just throw things in the mixer here, and it mixes it up. The first thing you want to mix is some rubber, which is, yeah, you have some cured rubber, which is rubber and sulfur dust, mix 4. And the rubber you get from latex, which we have in spades. I grabbed a few buckets here. Then we just take a lot of this latex. We throw it, let's make a crafting table here. That would make it a little bit easier. And we throw it in here. Let's start with, let's just grab a bunch because we'll need a lot of rubber. And we are going to be happy that we let this run overnight, or like a couple of days and nights, because yeah, this rubber is always in short supply unless you do this Last playthrough I didn't have it on a server, and these were so slow, and I was always waiting for them, but not now. We take our tiny piles of sulfur dust that we got from sieving dust, make those into normal sulfur. These two things we throw in our mixer here. If we can hit, like so, and oh my god, I think I will do something like this here to make it easier. Then we turn on the basic burner. Let's throw 4 charcoal in there. So it runs, and turn it on. And this should make us rubber. Let's take our first rubber here. We have 20 already because it's very quick. Then we should make it into rubber plates, which we also need a bunch of for insulating wires. Let's see, that's the quest here, I think. Yeah, we need to insulate wires. 10 wires here makes 10 cables. And we also need red alloy. So, but let's start with 10 here. We need to make something called red alloy here, which we can only make in either the mixer or an alloy smelter, but we're not quite at the point with alloy smelters yet. So we grab some copper and some redstone. And we should try and throw that in the mixer here. Get the cured rubber and throw this in. And the basic burner is still going, so let's throw in a little bit more. And this is making us red alloy quite quickly. And it needs 4 redstone per, so it's a bit expensive on the redstone front. Then we need to make these circuit boards, which is a lot of copper wire and some resin. So we should grab some resin here. I think 1 slime ball turns into 1 resin, but one of those slits take spores here. I thought that turned into 2 slime, but it doesn't seem like it does. But this is fine. We will just need a bit of resin in order to make these circuit boards here. Let's see. Circuit LV. We are working towards this basic electronic circuit. And it's this recipe here. Let's see. The rubber. I have saved the recipes from the like an earlier setup, from an earlier playthrough, so we will need to change them up a bit. But we also need steel for this. Our bricks should be smelted up in the meantime here. So we have a lot of bricks. These we turn into large bricks here. That's enough, I think. We turn those into dust. And together with clay dust, we should be able to make fire clay dust. This we use the form to make into heat resistant or like compressed fire clay. I think this should be enough to get like a couple of steelworks. I'm not sure it's enough for 4, but then we will smelt up some more. While we wait for the fire clay to smelt up, I can show you how to do a recipe tree in EMI. You press on the recipe tree here, then you follow the different branches and click on them, and you heart them here to make it your default recipe. Then there becomes more branches, which you heart again. More branches, and then all the branches you heart until you get into their basic components here. And those you also might need to do, like that. Iron. That's smelting crushed iron. which is here. But you do it until you get down to yeah, the basic components here, and then you can quite easily see how much you need of every different component. So we need in this in this example, we go down here to view the recipe tree. If you click on the glass here, you get it into the recipe tree here. You can see we need all these components, and if it's blue, the recipe here, it means you can make all of it. So we can make the plates here if we use the presser, and once we have them, it disappears from this tree here. We can make some rubber sheets. Those were also blue. We can make a resin circuit board. And if we go into the crafting here, we should be able to make more. We can make the resin circuit board. We should be able to make the copper wires here. Oops, this disappeared. We can make the paper, the foil, the charcoal dust, and then it just goes like this. The yellow ones you can't quite make yet, I'm pretty sure. The red ones you can't make. That's like, the yellow ones I think are components that you can't make. I don't know quite how it is. But the red ones you definitely can't make yet. You need to make something else before that. The blue ones you can make, and the purple ones you can make some of, like parts of it. Like this, sometimes you can make all of it. It's a bit finicky, but yeah, it should work like this. We need steel though for making the whole circuit here. So let's see if we are finished smelting up these fire clay dusters here. And we are, so we have quite a bit of fire bricks now. These fire bricks only usage is to make them into the real bricks here. We do have over 100, so that I think is enough. When we wall share, we do need to, the steel works primitive, this here, blast furnace. We do need to craft the controller, which is quite a bit of wrought iron, but we can just do something like that. And then it shows us we need 16 wrought iron to do these recipes. I think maybe we need a bit more because this recipe is wrong. No, it isn't. Oh, we have a bit of wrought iron. We just need a little bit more. So we need 16 more. Well, we need a bunch more because you need wrought iron for making steel as well. With the wrought iron we made, we can make 20 rods that we need. And we should be able to make the bolts we need. We made a little bit more. Let's make it all into screws. Do we not? Oh, we lost our file. Let's make it all into screws. And can we not? We need a bit more rods, it seems like. Because we made too many into screws. And now we should be able to make the primitive blast furnaces. We just don't have the tools for it because we probably used it all. But let's just make new ones, and then we should be able to make both these. Yes, and that should be enough for 4 primitive blast furnaces. So let's build them. We do cube again, hollow. Let's find a suitable spot for that. We might need to make some more space. So let's grab some planks. And let's do floor. See here. I think I want them over here. I want them close to the chest. Later on it doesn't matter because you can make a wireless terminal. And it isn't that expensive. We do need steel for it though, so very soon we can make it. let's do a hollow cube here. And let's go something like this, 9. It needs to be 4 tall. And let's wall shear here. And do it a couple of times. And let's see. It should be enough. I do think we made this not hollow, which it should be. This in here might be hollow. Yeah, it is. And let's see. They need a hole in the top as well. But it is enough fire bricks for 4 of these. It might be a bit overkill. I'm not sure we quite yet can support it in terms of wrought iron, but we will attempt to keep them all for running if we can. And yeah, it seems like they all formed here, so that is good. Let's grab some of our charcoal. We should have made a bit down here. I don't know if these are still running. It seems like they are, but soon we will need to fill them up again. But we have an easy way of grabbing charcoal. We can also just smelt it up over there. That's easier, but we do it down there to get creosote. Let's see. We have a lot here. We need to make more wrought iron. This we can make easier in a pan. This here. Let's see. If we do... Can't remember what's it called, but we do a stove, which is this, which is pretty easy. Then we do a pan, which I think is a bit of steel. No, it's not. But I do think the... Let's craft this. Oh, we ran out of bricks. We made them all. If we do that, that's an easier way to make wrought iron than that down there. Way easier even. So let's smelt this up. And in the meantime, just do wrought iron on this. We could, you know, get the steel running already. And let's keep them all for running if we can. Oh, and I do think you need 2 charcoal per steel. So let's throw 2 stacks of charcoal in each of these and then keep the wrought iron topped up when we can. So a little bit of time has passed, and in the meantime I've been topping up the blast furnaces here so that they would keep making steel. I made this contraption here for making wrought iron. It's just a stove. Let's see here, a stove made with some bricks, a campfire and iron, and a pan from Farmer's Delight. This pan up here, skillet it's called, and it's made with a brick and 4 iron. And with this you can take some iron and you can just put it on the stove, and you have to look which way the ingots are getting thrown. They will get thrown the same way each time, and as you can see they go straight into the chute and into the chest. So this is a very easy way to get wrought iron passively. You can only do 64 at a time, so you need to like keep an eye on it, but if you do that they will just get made easily. And I do this because wrought iron is way quicker in the blast furnace than normal iron. It's like 40 seconds versus 90. When I go to bed tonight, I will most likely just put normal iron ingots in and let the server run overnight. But for that I need a bit more charcoal, so I'll keep chopping wood. And so far we've made quite a bit of steel. We have 38 here, 40 here. Probably the same amount here almost, and here. So we have like a bit over 2 stacks of steel already, and that's the advantage of keeping your world running, but also having 4 blast furnaces instead of only 1. The first thing we will make here is the advanced wireless terminal. It requires this normal wireless terminal, which is some glass that we haven't made in quite a while. And like the wrought iron, the glass can also be put on the skillet here. Let's see. Like so, and then it will cook up glass. And after a bit of crafting, we can make the wireless terminal. And the advanced terminal we should be able to make with some steel plates. These steel plates here you can't make in the presser. You need to do this recipe here, and later you'll get the bender, which is a 1-to-1. And we should be able to make this advanced wireless terminals. Its range is pretty good. It's 64 blocks. And we will not get 64 blocks away from that terminal there. I think we can link it by just shift right clicking, and then we have wireless storage already. Basic, not A2, but still very powerful. I think we will end the episode by crafting our first electronic circuit. We should be able to do this and have all of the stuff for it now that we have steel. Steel plate. We should make some copper plates. The way you make wire in the beginning is that you take a plate and cut it with a wire cutter. And the wire cutter I made off camera. See? Need 14 plates because 1 plate turns into 1 wire. Later on, the first item we will make is, let's see here, that's not the recipe we want. We want this recipe. Later on, you get a 1-to-4, no, a 1-to-2 recipe. Like you get 2 copper wires for 1 ingot, and right now we only get 1. So we can make the printed circuit boards. The vacuum tube we should be able to make. We can make the fine copper wire, the resistors, and finally our electronic circuit. And I think that's a good way to end the episode. Next episode we will start using our electronic circuits to get into the LVH. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.